Welcome to the tutorial for the Canon 600D. I will be taking you through the basics of the camera, including how to set it up, the mode dial, and the manual shooting. To start the tutorial, we're going to have a look at the setup. Grab the camera lens and turn clockwise until you hear a snap. Make sure you match the red dot to the red dot. Then, open the slot on the right hand side of the camera. Place your SIM card inside with the straight edge facing the camera. Wait for the click again and close the compartment. Your camera will not take photos without a SIM card. Then, go to the bottom of the camera and place the battery arrow side up into the slot. The camera will not switch on unless you have a charged battery ready to go. These generally have the capacity to film or photograph for up to 5 hours. Finally, take the lens cap off from the front of the camera. Then, switch the power button on, which is located on the top right part of the camera. The camera is now set up and is ready to be used in any capacity. To create focus easily, switch from manual to autofocus by clicking the button. This will enable beginners to take a still shot extremely easily, as the camera will focus for them. Also, remember to keep the stabilizer on at all times. Finally, the microphone slot, which can allow the user to plug in an external mic so that their sound quality improves. The mode dial is very simple to use, and I will take you through the basics of it. Firstly, the automatic function. In automatic modes, the camera determines all aspects of exposure, including aperture, focusing, light metering, white balance, and equivalent sensitivity. It's a basic point and shoot idea that is extremely simple. It sets all the basic parts of the camera up for you and automatically focuses, so it's easy to take the perfect picture. Next is the sport mode. I use this quite a lot as I take professional images of sporting games. This simply takes a series of images in a row to capture fast-moving objects or people. When shooting, hold down the shutter for as long as you want to take as many photos as you want. Shots can often blur if you attempt to do this on other modes. Lastly, video mode. This shoots HD and has a lasting of about 30 minutes memory. Simply click the shutter to start recording and click again when you are finished. Manual shooting is made for more advanced photographers as well as people who have a base knowledge of ISO, shutter speed, and aperture. To change the shutter speed, simply click the Q button and select the shutter. Then manually move the slider, which is located at the top of the camera, up and down, depending on what number you want. The aperture is very similar. Again, use the slider to dictate what setting you want to be on, or you can manually click the set button and choose what option you'd like on the bar line. Aperture is described as a hole or an opening through which light travels. The ISO is much the same once again, using the manual slider to determine the number and setting for the shot.